a 6-goal thriller. Let's take a look at the top of the table. Dortmund currently first place through 3 games. Bayern Munich can go back top of the table. They play Holstein Kiel tomorrow. All right, Jan is still with us. Jan, what do we make of this Dortmund performance? There were moments where you thought, boy, they're really impressive. And then there's other moments where it just feels like classic, vintage, vulnerable Dortmund.
Good point, but I think you also made a good point about Heidenheim. Heidenheim was the league leader, so they played the league leader at home. Heidenheim winning 5 games, sold Kleindienst's best, and still the league leader coming to Dortmund. And I think Dortmund will be very relieved, as Steve was saying, they could have had 4-1 and then suddenly 3-2, and everybody in the stadium thought this is big-time vintage Dortmund. There will be 3-3 at the end, but they got their win. Remember, they got a new coach, Shahin, a Dortmund legend is there, need time to get this team settled. They will be happy with this. They got Guirassy back today. He's been out with the 2 first games with an injury. He was back today. They will be happy that Adeyemi scoring goals. They had Malen scoring goals. And they have to make sure that they don't concede. I heard you said the penalty was Süle. Yeah, you can give it to them. But they will always be likely to make a mistake at the back. It's a very important season for Dortmund, because after what Leverkusen did last season, the likes of Dortmund and Leipzig think that they could do a Leverkusen. So it's a great open race. Steve and I have said this for 4 or 5 years. It's going to be excitement in the Bundesliga. Last season, you got Leverkusen. Now Dortmund will expect to be up there challenging for the title. And then they had to win today. But again, 4-2 win against the league leader. And I think that's what Shahin will take away from this game.
Stevie, how do we explain Dortmund from a coaching perspective?
But
I'm saying, like, they change managers all the time, and they still seem to be the exact same team, no?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Well, because clearly the way they set out is about attacking football. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is. They are more concerned with going forward than what they do defensively. I can't remember the last time I didn't talk about a Dortmund side and not talk about how vulnerable they are at the back. And again today, listen, I thought they were way, way better than this other side.
Heidenheim, yeah?
Yeah, way better than them. But yet, it's 3-2 with what?
In the stoppage time, it's 3-2, yeah?
Yeah, so you're biting your fingernails because you just don't trust them. And I just don't, again, I still don't trust them defensively, because I don't believe they've gone out in the off-season and done enough to strengthen themselves at the back. I mean, again, going forward, fantastic to watch, creating lots of chances. They scored 4 goals at home. But the problem is, you can't keep relying on scoring 4 goals, home or away, in order to make sure you win games. You don't win any league, never mind the Bundesliga, with that, going about it that way. And that's why I don't think they'll win it again. They might be up there for a bit, but they're going to make mistakes. They're going to lose goals against teams that they shouldn't, because they're just not strong enough defensively. But again, I'll finish on a positive. Going forward, they look fantastic. They got pace and movement and goals. I mean, great to watch, but the other side of the half, oh dear.
They did, of course, make the Champions League final last year, Shaka. Yeah. What are you seeing from this Dortmund team?
Listen, I think to your question about changing managers and why things just kind of remain the same, it's about the culture of the football club. And I think you saw it kind of played out over the course of this 90 minutes. Dortmund, to Stevie's point, outstanding attacking team, and that's who they want to be. That's who their fans expect them to be. You get to comfortability, and I'm with Stevie. I thought it should have been 4-1. I thought the goal was wrongly disallowed. But that's the point where you don't make defensive mistakes. You cannot. Niklas Süle cannot challenge for that ball when he did. And which is why it's not even about the personalities. This is not an attack on Niklas Süle. It's not an attack on Dortmund defensively. This is just who they are as a football club. They are going to go out and attack. They are going to try to win the ball. They're going to make decisions on playing on the front foot when at times there isn't a need. Later on in a game, you're 2 goals up, there's no need to try to win the ball in the box. Just keep your player in front of you. But that, again, for me, comes down to culture, comes down to who this club are, who the fans expect them to be. So you're going to see you'll see the same mistakes, but they'll get a lot of the same excitement.